Hello everybody, welcome to Frontier Patriot for another Chewin' Chat. It is Christmas time. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas everybody, and I'm just getting settled in for my little mini Christmas feast here.
I don't know what these are. They look like hamburger patties, but they look appetizing. It's funny you mentioned hamburger patties because when I was making it, I thought, is this the world's first bean burger?
I mean, it kind of is, so that this is actually beans.
That's beans?
Okay, technically it's peas. They're black-eyed peas.
What?
And you boil them and you mash them up and you form it into a patty and you fry it and then you put bacon bits on top.
Never in my wildest dreams where I thought I'd see a burger or a bean burger patty thing.
And that's from the 1820s.
But wait a minute, is black-eyed peas even a bean?
No,
or is it a pea?
It's a pea.
The long debate over that.
It's actually a field pea.
It's a pea.
It's a pea. It's a field pea.
Okay. All right.
But it kind of tastes like a bean, so.
Because we always call it black-eyed peas, but it looks like a bean.
What's the difference between a bean and a pea? I don't know.
I don't know. Does one grow in a pod maybe with a cluster and the other one grows by itself? Or I don't know.
I don't know
You guys
either.
tell us.
Yeah, do tell. Okay, so
right.
Ron, today we have a wild goose and apple pie. We have ye olde bean burgers.
Yes.
And we have, of course, gingerbread.
I love gingerbread.
I am obsessed with gingerbread.
Especially with a fresh glass of milk.
Which we don't have, thank the Lord.
Unfortunately, no milk today, just water. But tonight, I will have milk with the leftovers.
Okay, thank you for letting me know. I've already had 3 of these.
I haven't had any yet, but hey, before we go any farther, if you want to see Justine make this beautiful feast, please go over to our main channel. That's Early American. Over there, we cook it, and over here, we eat it.
Let's do that. Let's do that right now.
All right.
Serve yourself up. I already got my plate here.
It looks good. It reminds me of the deer pie that you made multiple times.
I love meat pies. I mean, anything I will put it in a pie. Anything. You name it, it's going in a pie.
Okay, well, I just killed it.
You just kind of destroyed it.
But I'm just going to put it on the plate. How about that?
That's fine.
As long as it gets where it's supposed to go, in my belly, that's all that matters.
I'm glad that it's still hot because I did just put it over the hearth. I put it on a trivet and I put it kind of in front of the fireplace for a couple minutes and it's steaming again, so that's good. Because no one wants a cold goose pie.
I like cold fruit pies, but not cold meat
Although
pies.
back then they did eat the meat pies cold, too.
I don't know if I'd like that.
Now, Ron, have you ever had wild goose before?
Okay, and to get real with y'all, no, I've never had wild goose before.
I've never had wild goose either.
Now, if this was 1820, sure, I would have had wild goose before, but here in 2023...
Are you done serving up?
Well,
just eat it! Give your review, and then you can go back for more.
Alright. Well, let's pray first. Yeah. It's Christmas. Let's not forget.
Yes. Who's going to do it? You or me?
I can do it this week.
Okay.
Dear Lord, we thank you for everything that we have in this world. We thank you for all our friends, family, and our fans who are watching. We ask that they have a healthy and happy holiday season this season. And thank you mostly for sending your only Son, Jesus Christ, our Lord and Savior. Amen.
Amen. Thank you.
Oh, I got the stuff in the stuff.
Oh, no!
Oh, man.
You got your little tassel in the sauce?
Dang it.
Oh, Ron, what am I going to do with you? We have matching hats now.
I'll have to wash that or else it's going to smell. Mish should be wanting to eat my hat.
Now, eating this, it tastes exactly like venison.
It's very timey. You put thyme in this, didn't you? Lots of it, too.
It's very well timed. Very timey. But you like thyme, don't you?
You timed that just well.
Yes.
This is great.
Thank you. Yeah. It actually works with the apples really well.
That's not a potato?
No.
That's an apple?
That's an apple.
Wow. All right, then.
Well.
It doesn't taste like an apple.
It doesn't?
Now, the texture reminds me of an apple a little bit, but it's soaked up the savory flavor of the onions and the meat.
I swear it's an apple. Would I lie to you?
No. I liked it.
Would you eat it again? And again.
Mhm.
And again.
Mhm.
And again.
Yes.
Well, then he likes it. Okay, 1 out of 10, what would you give this, even though it's my own cooking? What would you give it?
Should I be honest or should I sugarcoat it?
Be honest.
Okay, it tastes very delicious. The only thing I'm gonna knock it a point for. I'm gonna give this a 9 out of 10. Before y'all get on my case, let me just go ahead and say it's a 9 out of 10, so that's a good review. I would have cut it up smaller. Just so it's easier to chew, because it's a wild goose breast, so it's a little bit tough.
Okay.
Because it's all muscle. There's no fat on it. But yeah, it's getting a 9 out of 10. Don't worry. 9 out of 10. That's good.
Thank you.
But yeah, just maybe half as small as what it is.
Yes, sir.
But the taste is excellent. It's rich in flavor, almost like a liver is rich in flavor.
But it doesn't taste like a liver.
No.
No.
But it's just got that meaty
Tastes like
flavor.
Deer.
Yeah, it tastes a little bit like deer.
Even looks like deer. My senses are confused. You're telling me this thing flies?
Mm-hmm.
That's really, I think it's really, really good. I mean, 9 out of 10. Okay, that's great. Hey, now you gotta try the bean burger. The 1820s American bean burger.
Now this might be good with some mushroom ketchup.
Yeah.
Let's see here. What it tastes
I
like.
don't have any. You shouldn't have
Where's
even
it at?
said that. I don't know, hon. I don't know where it's at.
There's a little crock around here somewhere. You guys see it? Oh, it's way up there. You can't reach up that high, can you?
Where?
Way up top.
Oh, I can't. Why would you put that all the way up at the very top?
I don't know.
Are you trying to make it so I can't secretly eat it?
Mm-hmm. All right. I like the crunchy. It's very crunchy. It tastes like black-eyed peas.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely needs a gravy or a sauce.
What kind of review is this? The black-eyed peas taste like black-eyed peas?
Well, they don't look like black-eyed peas, but they taste like...
They taste like black-eyed peas.
I mean, it looks like a pork cutlet, you know, but...
Oh, it's crunchy. Tastes like black-eyed peas.
You want my honest review or not?
I guess you could say it's your honest review. So what would you review this dish from 200 years ago?
The bean patties?
Yeah.
I would give them a 6.
Okay, that's fair.
If, like I said, if there was some sauce or gravy to go on them, you know, and go up a little bit.
Why don't you take the gravy from this?
That is an excellent idea. May you grab the little ladle for me, please?
Okay.
And I will do that. Then we'll see what review it gets in.
I can't reach this. There is no way.
Well, how do you get up there?
I didn't put it up there. I didn't even know it was up there. What in tarnation?
Alright.
You're trying to hide it from me.
Now let's see what we got going on here.
I should lasso it.
Not much better. It gets a 7.
A 7? That's so much better. It gets 1 point higher. Oh, what a tough crowd. But actually, I agree with you. I actually don't like them.
You don't like them?
No, I don't like them. And I thought I was going to love it.
I like them, but it's not by their self. You see there's little bacon bits on here.
See, the original receipt doesn't tell you to add any seasoning at all. Now, salt and pepper is always implied, so I added salt and pepper. But it needs something. I mean, it needs paprika, garlic, thyme. I don't know, it needs stuff. It needs garlic. It needs something. It's just very plain. I mean, it's like fried... It's just fried bean patties without any seasoning. So I would give these a 5. I would give this a 10. And I would give these cookies a 10.
Whoa, 2 10s?
2 10s. I love gingerbread cookies. And I love the old style, real gingerbread cookies. The ones that actually only use molasses and no sugar. and they have caraway seeds in them. That's something no one does anymore. But they used to put caraway seeds in everything.
I only like caraway seeds and rye bread.
Yeah, you don't like caraway seeds, so I'm really interested to see how you'll like these.
Well, this is good.
Thank you.
Great job.
Thank you.
Well, you might notice our beautiful tree right here. We stuck that in last week. And by the way, thank you for watching the tea video and the cooking competition video. So we weren't actually here last week doing the Chew Chat. We were doing the cooking competition.
Yep.
So we didn't get to talk much about Christmas. Well, now that it's Christmas, first off, thank you for all the beautiful Christmas cards and gifts that you guys have sent us. If I could show you all of them, I would, but there's just not enough room here. So we're hoping next week to have them all strung up behind us like we did last year, right before New Year's.
I have a bag with just maybe 1/2 of all the cards that we've got.
Actually, there's 3 bags like this. So there's over 100 in here. We've surpassed last year. We've got to be at, actually we are at 400.
We're at 400 something.
If you count the sheets of paper, yes, we're over 400 cards.
Mm-hmm.
Because we've had 200 sheets of colored paper that we've used to make our cards, and we've cut them into 4.
Yeah, so doing that and how many stamps we've used, we've written over 400 people back. Mm-hmm. So just pulling out random cards here. Thank you everyone for sending us Christmas cards. It's been absolutely amazing. We've already almost doubled the amount of cards that we got last year. And usually we still continue to get Christmas cards well into January.
Right.
And if you are going to send out your Christmas card even just a week before Christmas, there's no guarantee that we will get it in time. Mm-hmm. Sometimes it can take 2 weeks to go through the mail system.
Right. And we're writing back about 50 each day, and we've got, we're backlogged right now by 150 cards probably, so just bear with us. Also, if you don't get a response from us, that means we did not receive the card at first, or we received it and responded to you,
and then it got lost.
And then it got lost on its way back to you, because we do write back every card that we actually physically receive. Yes. And we hope that you receive our response. So just be patient, please.
Yes, and it can take 2 weeks to go through the mail system. So keep that in mind. You might not get it until after Christmas. But we've already replied back to a lot of people, and we've had a lot of people comment saying they've got our cards, so that's awesome.
We've had a lot from Germany.
Yes.
As far as foreign countries go, I'd say Germany and Canada are winning, and Germany might be beating Canada, to be honest with you. And the farthest one we've had so far yet is, was it Japan?
We did have one from Japan, and I think we had one from Iceland.
Yeah, or Hawaii.
Yeah, we had one from Hawaii.
Depending on which way you go around the world, you know, they could be farther or they could be farther.
Hawaii is not that far from us. It's our own country.
If you go, let's see, what's on the west of us? Kansas? Kansas could be the farthest away if you go east.
Yes.
And wrap all the way around.
I believe we had one from Australia.
Yeah, there was one from Australia. As far as here in the States go, from what I've noticed, I've written back most of the return addresses. We have like an assembly line that we do.
Yeah, I do. I make the cards, and Ron writes the address.
So believe it or not, Maryland, in my mind, is winning. Almost the entire population of Maryland, a tiny little state, has written us a Christmas card.
Yeah, thank you, Maryland.
Second place is tied between New York and Texas. And then California and Iowa. Iowa, right above us. And, you know, the middle of farm fields. Very popular.
A good amount from New York as well.
Yeah, yeah. And then after that, I would say probably Florida, and then North Carolina, and then Massachusetts are all kind of really close.
Yes.
But we've not received one from, from Alaska. I think that's the only state we haven't received one from. Or Montana.
Right. You're right, we haven't gotten one from Alaska.
Alaska and Montana are the only 2 states I believe we've not received one from.
Yeah. Okay, so this is just a little sample of some of the cards we've gotten.
And we've received some excellent artwork from some of you who have sketched, painted, or colored with colored pencils, Alfred, Mishmish, or the cabin. Or even us, and it's just
incredible.
Beautiful. Those things we will keep them forever.
We're gonna laminate them actually.
Yeah, to protect them.
Yes.
It's
there's some seriously talented people out there. I'm not on that level.
Me neither.
No, I can't. I mean, I can draw. When I draw the sun, I still draw the sun in the corner, and I still draw the bird like a squiggly line.
Me too.
I'm a child.
I do stick people.
I do stick people with happy smiley faces.
This is good, but I gotta try one of them cookies.
Me too.
Pardon me.
I mean,
I will
have
take
to try
this.
one again.
I will take this piggy.
Why did you go for the piggy? Just curious.
Because I like bacon.
Let's see. He does not like caraway seeds, so I'm really wondering how he will react to this 200-year-old recipe for gingerbread cookies.
Okay, it's not as bad as I thought it was going to be. Because in rye bread, it distinctly tastes that way because of caraway seeds. At least I think.
I think so.
But it's okay. But if I had to choose, I would leave them out. It's cheaper if you make it without them.
Yeah, there you go. That's some good logic.
That's the spirit.
That's it. That would be good with milk.
So for our early Christmas present, we took my dad to the Daniel Boone home site here in St. Charles, Missouri, in the little town of Defiance. He's never been there before, and like me, he as well is a descendant of Daniel Boone's younger brother, Squire Boone. And he really enjoyed that trip. We enjoyed taking him to see that. He's a very busy man, my dad. So for him to have a relaxing day of seeing one of his ancestors' home sites for the first time, I think he really enjoyed it.
And guess what he's making us for Christmas, by the way?
What's he making?
Coon.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he caught a raccoon, and he's going to cook that for Christmas dinner, and I really appreciate that. And I'm dead serious right now.
Yep.
We live out in the middle of, I don't even know, Missouri? No, Missouri. I mean, we live out in the middle of the woods, so this is the kind of food we eat on Christmas.
I think he's making meatballs with it.
Oh.
So he'll mix it with sausage. Yep. He sent us a picture the other day of a big old raccoon he just got. He got in a trap, and he skinned it, and he cleaned it, and packaged it, and it's ready to cook.
Thank you, Rich. Really appreciate that. I'm sure it'll be delightful.
Also, whenever we were visiting historical sites, Justine found some, souvenirs? Or toys?
Yes.
She's got a couple of music boxes, or hurdy-gurdies, as they're known. And she's obsessed with them.
I am obsessed with hurdy-gurdies. I have 3 of these, and I'm gonna play them for you. Each one was $6. But another thing that I bought from there, behold, what is this?
She is so easily amused.
How could you not be amused by this? Especially, I like wooden toys. But anyway, so you see these chickies on this surface. You see this ball below the surface.
Counterweight.
All you do is you slowly spin it, and the chickens are eating the grain. Maybe I am easily amused, but be careful! This was also about $5 or $6, but I don't know. Things like this are just so cool to me. So let me get to the hurdy-gurdies.
You guys have to guess the songs.
Okay, guess the song. I won't tell you what song it is. These are all very recognizable songs, so it shouldn't be too hard.
Real quick, what's a soda Stevie? In my mind, I thought I was grabbing a piece of pork, like a pork patty.
Oh.
It's beans.
It's beans.
It is quite a letdown. Because your mind plays tricks with you. It's like, oh look, a piece of fried pork cutlet. And it's like, mush.
Yeah, I'm not really a big fan of those bean patties either.
Not without the gravy.
I love beans. I love refried beans. But I don't know, these are just very plain. I'm not a fan. So anyway, back to the hurdy-gurdy. You have to put it on a flat surface. It's this little tiny thing. I mean, you could literally fit this in your pocket. And if you don't put it on a flat surface, the sound doesn't echo right. So you'll barely hear it. So I'm going to play it. You guys tell me what song you think it is.
Beautiful. And those have been around for a couple hundred years, the hurdy-gurdy itself.
You said beautiful. Okay, make your guesses now. What song do you think this is?
Oh, beautiful for spacious skies.
That's it. It's America the Beautiful.
Amber waves of
I mean, you basically
rain.
just gave it away.
They knew already.
Yep, you probably knew. It's America the Beautiful. So we will move
I
on.
love that song.
Yeah, that is pretty good.
Especially by Lee Greenwood. That guy's got an excellent voice.
Oh, yeah. Now, they had about 20 of these to choose from, so there's a lot more left. I want all of them. Now, let's see, which one is this?
Okay, if you don't know that one, you're just un-American.
I'll play it again. I hate how it's missing the last note. I swear it's missing the last note.
It was like $3. It ain't gonna have everything.
It was $6 to be exact.
What? You bought
$6.
3 of them and they were $6?
Yeah, but it's gonna bring me many years of amusement. So it's Yankee Doodle.
Broke.
This is, yeah, no wonder we're broke. This is Yankee Doodle. Yankee Doodle went to town riding on a pony.
And called him macaroni.
Yes. Okay, so I got one left, and this is my favorite song of all time, ever since I was a little one. So let's see if you guys can pick up what song this is.
It sounds familiar, but I don't know the name of it.
You Are My Sunshine.
Oh.
Yes.
Well, thank you.
Well, thank you. As his mouth is stuffed with food. You are
Well, that
my
was nice.
sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. So please don't take my sunshine away.
I love you too.
Yes, I love you very much. Thank you. Now, speaking of music, I got a weapon of mass destruction right here.
Oh boy.
Okay.
She played this thing the whole way home.
This is another thing that I recently picked up.
From the Daniel Boone site.
From the Daniel Boone gift store, and I believe this was also $6.
$6 special show.
Yeah, $6 special. And is there a proper way to seriously play this? I mean, is there seriously sheet music for a harmonica?
I don't know. I think you just
I'm
play
just
by
winging
ear.
it. Yeah, I'm just winging it. I've never played this before. And the whole way home, I was just making so much racket. I don't even know what to do.
Don't forget to breathe in too.
Yeah.
Do something different.
Yeah, okay, so when you breathe out, it makes this sound. Breathe in. Cool.
Beautiful.
Try it. Clean your mouth first.
Oh, that was loud. Yeah, I don't know.
What the? You were jamming for a
That was
second.
not-
That sounded
You know how
really
hard it is to breathe in and out? I'm done.
You were jamming. You were doing good. I don't
Some
know.
people, I've seen people like really get with it. They're like...
Yeah, it's like, I don't know, is there seriously sheet music for
Let me see.
harmonica?
Yeah, I don't know. Sorry.
Please never do that again.
Slobbers.
So that is my recent destructive haul. I see you're going in for another cookie.
Yeah.
I think you really like them.
I like the gingerbread part of them.
That's the whole thing. It's a gingerbread cookie.
Well, are you guys ready for some This Week in History?
This week in history. Go! Okay.
This is a really long one. I've combined this week and next week because we missed last week. So
Oh,
So here we go. December 20th, in 1820, Missouri imposes a $1 bachelor tax on unmarried men aged between 21 and 50. What in the world is this?
What? Are you serious?
I am dead serious. I couldn't believe it when I found it, so I had to dig in deeper. They claim it was to get people to get married, so then there'd be more people to pay more taxes.
$1.
Yes. Now, this was repealed in 1822, but it also led to them, they got rid of the $1 and they turned it into a 50-cent tax and called it a poll tax. But it still went towards unmarried men.
How many people you bet had these scam marriages where it's like, hey, Susie down the road who's actually 95 years old and I'm only 18. I don't care, but let's get married because I don't want to pay the $1 tax. So it lasted for 2 years?
Yep.
That's nuts.
That's unconstitutional, man.
Someone paid $2 then, potentially.
Yes. Now, just to throw that in the ratio from money back then to now, that would be the equivalent to paying about $25 today.
Oh, I see.
Yep.
Huh.
The caraway seeds got me. Okay. December 21st, in 1891, the very first basketball game, based on the rules created by James Naismith, was played by 18 students in Springfield, Massachusetts. Now, I'm not much of a sports guy. I'm more of a motocross guy, extreme sports, if you will. But when it comes to like the ball type sports, basketball is cool. You guys all know Arthur, the villain in the drama series we have on Early American. He is an exceptional basketball player.
I did not know that.
And me and him have shot hoops many times together in the past.
Oh, wow.
Now, on December 22nd, I have in 1882, the first string of Christmas lights was created by Thomas Edison. So,
are you serious?
So instead of putting candles on your tree because they burn down, he just invented the light bulb. So why not put lights on your tree?
Thomas Edison invented that.
Yep.
Okay, you're just blowing my mind. Wow, I didn't know that.
Next up I have for December 24th in 1814, the Treaty of Ghent was signed. This ending the War of 1812 between the United States and the United Kingdom. On December 25th, Christmas Day, 1776, during the American Revolutionary War, George Washington crosses the Delaware to do a surprise attack on Trenton, New Jersey, giving the Continentals their first big win. Next up, also for December 28th, in 1871, inventor Thomas Edison gets married. He got married on Christmas.
Oh, well, congratulations.
He marries his first wife, apparently. Her name is Mary Stillwell.
Did she get electrocuted at some point?
I don't know. I don't know how she died, but possibly.
Suspicious.
She might have been like a helper, and then, you know, during one of the experiments, and yeah, who knows? Anyways, December 27th, ether anesthetic was used for childbirth for the very first time by Dr. Crawford in Jefferson, Georgia. So to help with the pain of, you know, giving birth, they used ether.
Did you know that chainsaws were originally invented to help women during childbirth?
Not the chainsaw you think of.
It is a chainsaw. It's just a small chainsaw.
It's a hand crank
chainsaw. It's like this big.
It's a hand crank chain blade, which somebody took that and times it by 10 and put more aggressive teeth on it. And
for trees later.
And turn into trees.
Yeah, but originally that concept of the rotating like blades and whatnot, that was a medical tool used to help women during childbirth.
That just seems so gruesome. Why not just use a sharp knife if you got to make a slit so you can get the baby through the hole better? Why use something that's going to like grind the meat.
There's too much logic in what you're saying.
I don't understand it.
There's too much logic
What
there.
was this guy thinking? I mean, I don't know if it was successful or not, but I mean, you can invent anything you want. It doesn't mean it's going to be good or, you know, a good idea.
You're right. I really don't know why he thought that was the way to go.
I don't know.
It wasn't used for very long in childbirth, by the way. Just a couple of years.
I can imagine why. Next up for December 28th, I have in 1846, Iowa becomes the 29th state, of the United States of America. And then the following day, on December 29th, in 1845, Texas is admitted as the 28th state of the Union.
Oh, okay.
It becomes a state of the United States.
Yeah.
I don't know why I said those both differently, but anyways, same thing.
Good job, Ron.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And that will be the last This Week in History for this year, by the way. Because when New Year gets here, we are doing away with it. We're doing a new segment called This Week's
Weirdest History Facts.
One item. And I'll dive into depth on it. But I can't dive into depth on 15 things and be here for 3 hours.
Yeah, so we're going to find one really weird topic.
We're going to try to keep it with American history, but if it's really cool outside of American history, then we're going to go there.
Yeah, because sometimes there's some things that are just so weird that we have to talk about it.
Now, I will keep it before the 20th century. So I'll do like I do now. I won't go beyond 1899.
Okay.
Because if it's after that, you've probably heard of it. So
I'm looking forward to this because I enjoy weird.
Yes, you do.
Which is why I'm with you.
Wait, you call me weird?
Yes. That's a compliment these days.
Well, I'm gonna go for another slice.
Okay, I'm really glad you like it.
A small slice.
I'm gonna be making this again.
I do like it. It just needs just a little bit smaller chunks of meat.
Okay, I will cut it up smaller. I admit I cut.
As you told me a couple weeks ago when I cooked.
What, your fish stew?
Yes, but I didn't cut anything.
Yeah, you didn't even cut it at all. What do you mean? So we talked about music a little bit with the hurdy-gurdies.
Yes.
It's Christmas. Naturally, we're gonna sing a song for you all.
We're gonna what?
We're gonna sing a song for you all.
They had us see that last year. I basically just spoke the words. I can't sing.
I can't sing either.
Do I gotta sing? Okay, fine.
He answered his own question. He was like, "Do I gotta sing?" Okay,
because I know
fine.
the answer.
Don't even try to resist it.
So I can't eat my pie first. You want me to sing first? Okay.
Oh no, go ahead and eat your pie.
No. Here, well, I'll sing.
No, hear about this. How about while you eat your pie, I'm going to talk about Christmas traditions in St. Genevieve.
Okay, there's some on the back of here too.
Okay, I won't forget that. Christmas and New Year traditions in St. Genevieve, Missouri. So we live in St. Genevieve, Missouri, which was established in 1735. People around here, they speak Pawpaw French. It's a very unique culture around here, and it always makes... Oh my gosh, it makes my hair fall out whenever someone says Americans have no culture. Because the problem with that statement is America is so big. Every state is the size of a European country. So because America is so big, you can't just say America has no culture. You have to really pinpoint it down to a region. The culture in New Orleans is not the same as the culture in California or the culture up in the Appalachian Mountains. I mean, it's just totally different. So over here in St. Genevieve, we have our own unique traditions, especially when it comes to New Year's.
And food.
And food. Yes,
liver dumplings.
We are obsessed with liver dumplings here.
Especially spatzel made with liver.
Yeah, that is a thing that literally every single restaurant in St. Genevieve and every single wedding, you cannot call it a wedding unless there's liver dumplings in St. Genevieve.
There's actually a community liver dumpling making thing.
What do you mean, like a class?
Not a class, but like a event that happens at the Catholic Church.
Oh, I didn't know about that.
Yep.
Okay.
They make them all day, and they'll freeze them, and they'll sell them by the batches during the holidays, actually.
Yeah. So apparently we're obsessed with liver in St. Genevieve, Missouri. But getting back to Christmas. So this is a Catholic French town, originally. And because of that, we celebrate Christmas Mass here traditionally by having a midnight Mass. So on New Year's Eve, you would go to Mass at midnight. You have to stay up all night. So I actually have a quote from I need
a napkin, please.
There's shotgun shot in the Goose.
Yow.
I'm sorry, does it really hurt?
A little bit. I was going to town on it and then...
Oh no. Okay, now he's gonna be chewing really, really slowly.
Yeah.
Oh, that's an issue with eating wild game is sometimes with birds, when you shoot at them, it's little tiny pellets that come out, and it can be hard to clean all that out in the meat. But it's pretty rare to eat it. I don't think I've ever eaten it in my whole life.
It's rare.
It's very rare. It's like a once in a lifetime thing. I'm sorry, Ron. So anyway,
You continue.
Yes, continuing. So we have a midnight mass here in St. Genevieve, and I have a quote from a certain Henry Marie Brackenridge, who was a Protestant American boy that visited St. Genevieve in the early 1800s, and he wrote about attending a midnight mass in St. Genevieve. This is his quote. At Christmas Eve, it was the custom to keep the church open all night, and at midnight to say Mass. On this occasion, I found myself alone for nearly an hour before that time, seated on a high chair with a cross in my hand in front of the altar, which was splendidly decorated and lighted with the largest wax candles that the village could afford. Big candles. Okay, so after the church service is over, traditionally, people in St. Genevieve gather for a feast after the midnight mass. Mm-hmm. The feast is called La Réveillon. I hope I'm saying that right. La Réveillon.
Okay.
I hope I'm saying that right. It's kind of one of those things no one knows what the name of it is, but now we know what it's named.
I don't speak French, but it sounds good to me.
It's a breakfast feast that starts in the hours immediately following the midnight mass. So you have breakfast at 1 in the morning.
Oh wow!
Or 1 or 2 in the morning, and it's supposed to last the entire night, so until the sun comes out. And it just has traditional American breakfast foods like eggs, sausages, breads. Puddings, stews, and cakes are included as well, more Christmassy foods. So now it's Christmas Day. So during Christmas Day, they would continue celebrating with more feasting, more church services, because some people don't want to go to church at midnight. Mm-hmm. And they usually hold at least a ball or two.
Wow.
Yeah. So now we're going to New Year's, and that is where it's really, really unique here in St. Gen. And this is a word that I can never say, and good luck to Ron saying this as well. La Guianée?
Nay.
La Guianée.
Yep, that's it.
Thank you. Okay, so on New Year's Eve, we have a tradition in this town that's only celebrated in 2 places in America. Mm-hmm. St. Genevieve, and what's the other place? It's right across the river.
Prairie du Rocher.
Thank you. Prairie du Rocher in Illinois, which is right across the river, and it's also a very old town, and we share a lot of traditions. So it's on New Year's Eve, and it's the final winter festival, or prepares you for the final winter festival, which is the Epiphany. So on the evening of December 31st, a singing group of very drunk men come together, and they're dressed essentially in Halloween costumes.
Yeah, they dress up in costumes.
They dress up in costumes. So it's like we have 2 Halloweens in St. Gen, and you can pick whatever costume you want. Mm-hmm. So they go door to door throughout the town, and they sing in Papa French, and they seek donations from each household for the Epiphany feast. And emphasis on them being drunk. I mean, this festival was actually banned at one point in St. Gen.
Wow. Got out of hand.
Yes, by a very grumpy Scrooge of a man who said that it was just a drunken festival. I mean, he wasn't really wrong.
No.
So traditionally they go door to door, they sing, and then you're supposed to come out with lard, chickens, eggs, wheat, and candles in order to feed the community and decorate for the Epiphany celebration. Now, what is Epiphany? It is another celebration that marks the arrival of the 3 wise kings to the baby Jesus, and it's usually celebrated after church along with a feast and a dance. And the feast features the items that are collected from the La Guianée. So the eggs, the chickens, and the candles, and the wheat you use to make bread and cake, they would all take it together, and they would have it for the Epiphany feast.
I see.
So following the feast, the community then comes together and transitions from the winter festivals to the spring festivals. And this transition is marked by the biggest event in town, the King's Ball.
Yeah. And that's coming up on February 3rd.
Yes.
The first Saturday in February is the King's Ball, or better known this year as the Queen's Ball because it is leap year. On leap year in St. Genevieve, they call it the Queen's Ball. So this year, Justine and all the other women will get a chance to eat a cake and see if they have the
bean in it.
The bean in it, which would allows you to be elected queen or
for
king,
the year.
depending on the year.
Yep.
That way, so you don't have to vote or nothing. It's all luck.
Right. So the King's Ball. How many people would you say go to that? Like 200 people?
Yeah, 200, 250 maybe.
Okay. Yep. And people come dressed in 18th century clothes, and there's traditional Papa French singing and dancing. Dennis Stroutmat, he's the main guy around here. He's also the guy that I booked to sing at my wedding, which was really hard to get, but I really wanted him. And so after all this traditional like country dancing from the 18th century, they pass out a cake cut into little pieces, and depending on the gender that year, either all the men get to take it or the woman gets to take it.
Right.
And if you're a man and you get the bean, you're crowned the king. And if you're a woman, you get crowned to be the queen.
And you get to pick your partner.
Yeah, you get to pick your spouse or whoever to be your partner.
Can I be your king?
Of course, who else would I pick?
I don't know. You never know.
Yes. Now, what do you win if you get to be the king or the queen? I don't think literally anything. Rights. Yeah, just bragging rights. Sometimes you make it to the front page of the local newspaper, and that's it. But mainly it's bragging rights. They do hold a little ceremony there where the St. John Militia holds up their muskets or swords.
Oh,
and you walk through it. It's cool. It's cool. But you know, New Orleans has something similar, don't they, with like King's Cake, where they put a little plastic, usually, thing of baby Jesus in it.
Yeah, I think so. And
whoever gets that, they cut it up and they feed it among all the people of the party, and whoever gets that gets good year for the year. Good luck for the year, not good year for the year. Good luck.
You know, speaking of ball, we actually went to a little ball last weekend at the Peterstown House in Waterloo, Illinois. That's a great little site. Our house museum is what I should call it. So if you guys are looking for a house to tour in that area, check out the Peterstown House and tell them that you heard it from us.
Yeah, they have balls there.
Those guys are really nice. I'll just call them the curators.
Yes.
They're very nice. Every time we show up, they're very humble to see us that we showed up to their little party, as they call it. And it's like, you know, this is a fun time coming here. We like coming here, so it's fun.
They have a ball there every 2 or 3 months.
Yeah, they're trying to do it quarterly. I made a suggestion that maybe the next one be on Valentine's Day. Or for Valentine's Day, I should say. So that would be interesting to see if they do that. But,
that is a good idea.
Yeah.
Okay, I gotta pull my sheet out one more time.
Because we're gonna sing?
We're gonna sing.
Alright, what are we gonna sing?
Oh, come all ye faithful. But we're only gonna sing the 2 verses that are the most popular. Because apparently there's a lot of verses in this song, and we're just not going to go there.
Let's see.
Now, what is the history of this song?
Okay.
Are you ready now?
Yep, I'm ready.
I think this song's from the 18th century, but no one really knows for sure.
I tried looking it up. It was like 1740s, but it was also... You know, it came from here and came from there, and then in the early 1800s it was translated from Latin to English by some guy. So who really knows?
No one knows who made this song. Okay, let's go. I guess it won't really go where
it won't. I'm sorry.
With it.
A 1 and a 2 and a 1, 2, 3, go.
Oh, come.
You start, I'll follow in.
Okay. I apologize for everyone out there.
We are not singers.
I don't want to offend you.
We are simply doing this for fun.
Okay.
We're not professionals.
Oh, come all ye faithful, joyful and triumphant. Oh,
hold on. Okay, my lyrics are folded over. Sorry.
Okay, you want me to start again?
Yes, please. Okay. A little slower, though. Just a tad slower.
You're criticizing everything I do today! Okay, here we go. Oh, come all ye faithful, joyful and triumphant. O come ye to Bethlehem. Come and behold him, born the King of angels. O come, let us adore him. O come, let us adore him. O come, let us adore him, Christ the Lord. Sing, choirs of angels, sing in exultation. Sing, all ye citizens of heaven above. Glory to God, glory in the highest. O come, let us adore him. O come, let us adore him. O come, let us adore him, Christ the Lord.
Good job.
Did you guys unsubscribe yet?
That was better than last year's.
Alright, oh, are we getting better? Oh, okay. Where will we be next year?
Another jingle bells, jingle all the way.
Oh,
what
whoa!
fun. Oh crap.
Stop, don't do that anymore.
Alright, I'm done.
Okay, speaking of music now. Okay, so now when Americans think of Christmas songs, yeah, these are what we call church songs. Like people sing this in churches, but at home, and I'm just saying this because some of our viewers are not American, so they might not have even heard these songs before. But what are the traditional American Christmas songs that we listen to during Christmas when we're at home? Now, when I say traditional, I mean Americans love those Christmas songs from the 1940s and the 1950s.
Yeah. All the way up to the 60s.
For some reason, it's like those 30 years made so many classic Christmas hits.
I love those songs. I hate any reproduction of them songs. I don't care who they are.
Oh, true.
If they're covering it, even if it's my favorite band, if Motley Crue's singing a Christmas song, I'm not gonna like it. Okay?
Huh.
I only like the originals that came out from 1940 to 1960 something.
Okay.
That's when the classics that we all know that we grew up with came out.
You're a traditional guy.
I'm a traditional guy.
So let me list them off for you. They might sound familiar to you, they might not.
I'll sing some.
Rocking around
the Christmas tree at the
Christmas party house. Something like
Party
that?
hall?
Party hall. Oh, something like that. Anyway,
everyone dancing merrily
in a new
old-fashioned
way. Rocking around the Christmas tree. That's an American song.
That's a good one.
Okay. Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer had a very shiny nose.
And if you ever saw him,
you would even say it glows. That's an American song. Now, random fact, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer is American.
It's from the 30s, ain't it?
It is. It's from 1939. So it's part of our American culture, our American Christmas culture, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
You know, I used to be terrified of that movie when I was a little kid.
Oh.
The Abominable Snowman.
That
scared the crap out of me.
Oh, Lord.
Even when I watch it today as an adult, I'll like want to shy away. It's like, okay, come on, just look at the TV.
I'll keep that in mind. So the story was first released in 1939 by Robert May. Okay, so the next one. Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow.
That's a good one.
Yep, let it snow. Okay. There's no place like home for the holidays.
Oh, I like that one.
Have a holly jolly Christmas. It's the best time of the year.
I don't know if there'll be snow, but have a cup of cheer.
That's it. That's an
also
American song.
on the Rudolph movie.
Oh, you're right.
Yes.
It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. Everywhere you go.
There's a blah 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 blah.
Okay. Have yourself a merry little Christmas.
And see, you can put the movies that these songs are in, so that's in Home Alone. So you go right to the scene in those movies.
Yeah, so they're all American songs. Okay, Winter Wonderland.
That one. I can't think of the lyrics off the top of my head.
You know that one though.
Winter Wonder. We're living. No. Oh man.
I'm trying to think the lyrics of it.
Oh man, that's a tough one.
I can't think of it right now.
Winter Wonderland. I know it, but I can't think of it.
I know it too. We're stuck.
Actually, one of my favorite ones is from that movie to Santa Claus with Tim Allen. It's like I'm Dreaming of a white
Oh, well.
Christmas.
Oh, but that's a cover.
Yes, there's an original, even
You just
older
told
one.
me that you don't even like that.
But it was done back then, so it's...
Okay. Okay.
One come out like maybe in the 40s and the other one was in the 60s or something. So that's okay.
Yep. So, speaking... Okay, also there's the Peanuts Christmas song. That's instrumental.
Yeah.
There's no lyrics
I'm
to
not
that
real
one.
familiar with that one.
Yeah, that's also American.
My favorite one, though, is probably... I like Silent Night, and then... The Drummer Boy, I really like that one.
Yeah, those aren't American though.
They're not. Those are older songs.
Yeah, those are very old songs.
Well, that's why I like them.
Yeah, I mean they go back hundreds and hundreds of years.
There's also the Jingle Bell Rock. So there's Rockin' Around a Christmas Tree.
Oh yeah.
And there's Jingle Bell, Jingle Bell, Jingle Bell Rock. Jingle Bell something.
Swinging jingle bells gleam?
I don't know.
Dancing and prancing and something.
I don't remember. When they're on the radio, I remember them. Is that all you got for the modern song?
That's all I wrote down, but there's so many more.
Oh.
So yeah, these are American Christmas songs.
Okay.
But it just blew my mind that Rudolph is a part of an American traditional Christmas, because it's one of those things you never stop and think about. Like I never stopped and thought, okay, what country did Rudolph come from?
Mm-hmm.
I never thought about these things. And actually the whole concept of Santa Claus flying through the night sky in a sleigh pulled by reindeer is also an American concept.
Yep, from New York.
From New York, I believe it was the 1820s.
Mm-hmm.
Now before then, Santa Claus obviously existed. It was a German idea.
He walked around.
But he just walked around with a bag of presents, which seems, but this is America, baby. We gotta do everything bigger.
You gotta fly around on a sleigh with some reindeer.
Yeah, and Germany's a lot smaller than America, so how in the world is Santa Claus gonna visit all the children at night?
It's gotta be convenient.
It's gotta be convenient. It's gotta have high horsepower. It's a Ford.
It's a Ford?
It's a Ford. His sleigh is a Ford.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, what do you think? He's a Chevy?
Yes, he's a Chevy man, I know it.
We have this argument almost daily.
You know, when I was a little kid, I used to wait up at night. I thought I'd see Santa Claus. So I put the plate of cookies there and the milk, and I never seen him though, unfortunately. But anyways.
You know what in my house would happen? We usually did have a fireplace in my house, unless we lived in apartments, because there were times in my life where we lived in very, very small apartments. Mm-hmm. But the times we got lucky for a couple of years at a time where we would live in a house, there would be a trail of candy from the fireplace to the Christmas tree.
Oh, wow.
And sometimes the fireplace was in the living room, but then the Christmas tree was in the dining room. So the trail would be really far.
Wow.
And as a kid, I just thought that was really cool. And I asked my dad, I said, why is there a trail of candy through the house? And my dad said, I don't know. I guess there's a hole in Santa's bag. Yeah, there must have been a hole.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. So we hope all you guys out there have a lovely Christmas and a beautiful New Year. We hope that this time, next year, 2024, you're in a better place mentally, physically, financially, spiritually, every sense of the word. We hope everything goes beautifully for you this year, better than you ever imagined. And thank you so much for joining us today and also for this whole year. Really, really love you guys so much. Thank you for the Christmas cards. Thank you for everything.
Yes, we really appreciate it, and we will see you guys soon.
Yes, we will. Take care and Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.